Hello, this is Capricorntigress with Astrology, a look inside, and I'm doing some basic general readings for the month of August. I'm going to go ahead and start with the sign of Aries. Aries, what a month you've got coming up for you. We'll go ahead and start with the fact that the moon is in Aries as of the 1st of August. Also, Chiron is that Chiron? I believe so, yeah. Chiron is in Aries. And it is going to be, yeah, it's conjunct that moon that is on the 1st of August. I just noticed that. I just picked a random day, the 1st of August, and I noticed that Chiron was going to be conjunct the moon on the 1st of August. So that might be a really weird day for you, the 1st of August, because Chiron is the, you know, it is the wounded healer, and it's going to be falling basically in your solar first house. So you might be feeling a little some way about yourself that day. Maybe something might not go the way you want. Just be aware if you feel emotional on the 1st of August is because the moon is there in Aries and Chiron is on it. And so you'll feel a little some way about that. Also, Taurus has moved into Taurus. Uranus has moved into Taurus, and Uranus is in your solar second house, and that's going to affect your money in some way. What I'll say about Uranus is this. Okay, so if you're an Aries that hasn't been doing well financially, and you've been really concerned about your finances, if you're working toward improving and increasing your finances, Uranus is the kind of planet that can make money come out of nowhere. It's that kind of planet. So just know that you've got this crazy planet in your second house. Conversely, if you have money and you have, you know, you don't have a nest egg stashed away somewhere, I would do that. I would make sure that you've got money in your savings and, you know, stashed, because anything could happen, and sudden unexplained things in the second house means anything can happen. So be prepared for that. I would definitely prepare for that for the next few years, in fact, because Uranus is going to be in your solar second house for a while, and so you need to prepare for that. The big emphasis, though, for you, Aries, this month is your 5th house. It's where Leo is. It's where the Sun is, and where the North Node is, and where Mercury is for the month. So you're going to be thinking about romance, maybe, or your children, perhaps, or gambling, taking chances. You might feel like, you know, you want to take a chance on something. And the North Node and Mercury and the Sun there tells me that whatever it is that you feel like you need to take a chance on, take a chance on it. It's time to do it. You can win. You can gamble and win this month. I would take that chance if I were you. And that means in relation, you know, in romance, as well as in even starting your own business, because the 5th house also is a house that rules entrepreneurs. So if you are an Aries who has an entrepreneurial startup or something, you know, take that chance. This is your month. Take the chance. Okay, and this leads me into the next aspect or thing I want to talk about, which is that Venus is going to be in Virgo. and that is in your solar 6th house of work. So if you're taking a chance, say, as I mentioned, like on an entrepreneurial venture, you know, that could be considered your work. And so that's very good. Venus is a very pleasant, affable sign or planet to have in the 6th house. It's usually pleasant, and something positive should come out of Venus transiting your solar 6th house. I also see that you have Jupiter still in your solar 8th house, and you know, Jupiter in the 8th house is can manifest in certain ways, because Jupiter is one of those planets, you know, too much of a good thing can be not a good thing type of thing. And the 8th house rules a couple of things in general, usually other people's money, like getting money from other people. So again, here we are with this, you being able to get money, or maybe start a venture, get a loan even, that's possible. Anything where you're getting money from others, that's possible this month. And just in general over the year, I think. But, you know, the 8th house rules sex. I didn't even know how to come out with that. But with all this 5th house emphasis and the 1st house emphasis, and Pluto is sitting up in your 10th house, it's a very sexual time for you. I can see you being active sexually and, you know, making various romances and conquests, as Aries love to make conquests. So that Pluto that I just mentioned up in the 10th house is in Capricorn. It's going to be there a while. And you also have Saturn in your 10th house. It's transiting there. You know, when you have Pluto and Saturn in the 10th house like that, it can manifest in certain ways, because Saturn and Pluto both can be mean in Capricorn. In fact, Saturn's known for being mean in Capricorn, and Pluto is also can be very mean. So it's important that whatever you do, that you use diplomacy, because you might say or do, you have more power than you know. I guess that's the point. Saturn's at home in the 10th house. That's where it naturally lives. And Pluto is in power right now because it's in your 10th house. It's a very powerful place for it to be. And so this emphasis there is on you developing maybe a very powerful career, or a reputation as a very powerful person. But you don't want it to be that you get a reputation as a very mean person, because, you know, Pluto and Saturn sitting up there, and it's your reputation, your image, and it could mean that, you know, you give off the image of being hard, or you know, just a little bit over the top. So kind of rein in that Pluto if you can, because it can be a megalomaniac. It really can. And so you really have to be cautious of that at all times. Now, a good thing is that Mars is in Aquarius, and for you, that's an emphasis on your 11th house. So 11th house is hopes and dreams and wishes, and your friends, and like the acquaintances that you know, and groups and organizations that you might participate in. So Mars is there, and it's in the sign of brotherly love, and I could see you doing really well. Again, that entrepreneurial thing, my mind's thinking, okay, this person is going to find some business and promote it on Facebook and make a whole bunch of money. I mean, that's what I'm thinking, but I could be wrong. That's just a simple look at it. And now I wanted to talk about why you would believe such a thing. And that's because you've got Neptune in the 12th house in Pisces. Neptune's at home in Pisces. It's the place of dreams. I mean, you've got a dream. If you've got a dream right now, and you've got all this power up in the 10th house, and Venus in the 6th house, and the Sun is in the 5th house, and Jupiter's in the 8th house, and Uranus in the 2nd house. I say go for it. Pursue the dream. If it's a viable dream, if it's a constructive dream, if it's something that's going to lead to your, positive, then pursue that. By all means, pursue that. That could lead to something for you. Now, one thing I will say is that Pisces in the 12th house, as you probably know, it can, with Neptune there, it could lead to alcoholism, drugs. It could lead to, prison. It could lead to hospitals. It could lead to all kinds of things, really. But, it's Neptune. It's the 12th house. It's Pisces. That's what it does. What I would say with Neptune there is just to be aware of it and be cautious of it, because Neptune is in Pisces. It's been there for a while. It's not new. But because it's making some aspects, right now, and especially with Jupiter, Neptune and Jupiter are trine. Exactly. And so, and also I believe, let me just check on that, but I think Neptune, no, well, that Venus is, it's actually past that, but a little while ago it was. Okay, you're fine. So yeah, we're the Neptune is in trine with Jupiter right now, so that is something you really should take advantage of. That might be a very positive trine where your imagination can lead to something happening financially for you. So do use your creativity and your imagination, and take advantage of all of those inner voices, those inner messages that you're getting that tell you to do certain things that might lead to your financial prosperity. Okay. Well, Aries, I hope that something I read here today or found in my little chart, I actually do hand chart. I don't know if you can even see that because I did it in pen, so you probably can't even see. But, I hope that whatever I found there for the month of August actually can manifest for you Aries out there. And I am rooting for you and wishing you the best. I hope that you guys have an opportunity to take advantage of all that your chart has to offer this month. Again, this is Capricorntigress with Astrology, a look inside. I invite you all to visit astrologyalookinside.com, and I wish much love and much light to you all. Happy day. Bye, Aries.